Okay, so it's such an honor to be here tonight. I really thank you, Matthew. Don't start the timer yet, okay? I went grievously overboard on the last time. It is really a big honor to be here with such an amazing group of speakers. Thank you. For those of you who don't know me, I see a lot of familiar faces out there. But my name's Dave. My wife Jess and I, the pretty lady in the black dress. We own and operate Kayak Connection. We're in the Santa Cruz Harbor and in Moss Landing. Anybody gone paddling with us? Yeah. Oh man, that's great. I love all those dollar signs. So, you may think, Dave here, he's in the business of just putting butts into kayaks, right? And you know, you're right, but I like to think of myself as being in the love business. You know, every day out there, we get to share love, we get to give love, we get to make love. Now you may be thinking, what is he doing in these kayaks? And how much do they cost? Well, I don't want to disappoint you, but the love I'm talking about is the love that we have for our paradise that we get to call home. It's the Monterey Bay National Marine Sanctuary. It's the redwood forest overlooking it and everything in between. It's the love we feel as a staff and as a family for each other. At Kayak Connection, Jess and I have worked really hard to cultivate and nurture a culture of love, of teamwork, of enthusiasm. And when you come through our doors, you feel it. Our staff is so excited and stoked to be there and do what we do every day out on the bay and work with who we get to work with, that it's my hope that one day they look back on this experience and think of it as the best job they ever had. Now, one thing we found that when we get to introduce people to the magic of the ocean, that there's an immediate spark, there's an instant connection that they feel somewhere deep inside. And whether it's a soccer mom from Los Gatos or maybe a school kid from the Central Valley who's never laid eyes on the ocean before, when I put that kid in a kayak and he gets to paddle around a little bit, maybe there's a harbor seal that pops up and checks him out, or he sees a sea otter eating a clam, the look on that kid's face, the delight, the wonder, that for me is the most rewarding thing I get in my day. It's fulfillment. That for me is why I do what I do. And the cool thing is that, I know that when that kid has that experience, when they feel that spark, they fall in love. Even if it's just a little bit at first. And when you're in love, you are invested. And when you're invested, you're that much more inclined to down the road see the benefits to conservation, to preservation, to a careful stewardship of our natural resources. So in that way, I kind of think of ourselves as ocean missionaries, spreading the good word. I remember when I first felt that spark, and I know everyone here has felt that spark too. And I thought about it, and I came back to, I was a young boy of 6 or 7 growing up in the Carolinas, and I went on a church camping trip in the Pisgah National Forest of Western North Carolina. And I was so excited. I remember just being so amped up. And my idea was I wanted to get up before anybody else and see the sunrise over the mountains. And I remember climbing out of my tent, and it rained that evening, and seeing all the water droplets on the hardwoods and on the pines, and the first rays of the sun coming through. And something hit me deep inside. It was a primal feeling, being in nature in its pristine state. And I've chased that same feeling ever since. And today I get to do that for a living, and I get to share it with other people. And that for me is the greatest reward. So, I feel like, even though I lost my faith somewhere along the way, I still owe a great debt to that church camping trip 35 years ago. Because it was there that I found my true religion. And my wish for you is that you can understand. Thank you.